Hi,
Uh,
welcome back. It's been a while.
Welcome back.
It's been 15 days or 2 weeks or something like that because
We
we
were
didn't do it last
on a
week.
break. We were on a break. We needed this break.
We needed it was time to reconcile things and fold the old laundry that we had.
Exactly.
But we're good. We're back.
We are back to more
Yeah.
how to Castpowder,
And today we're
the
gonna
most
talk
ignored
about one
podcast
thing
on the internet.
that moves. It's the thing that moves us as a society, literally moves us as a
Yeah,
society.
right.
We're
So
talking
important.
about public transportation and ways to commute. Welcome to Powdercast.
I've already. I ARCM. I have already found an article. Yeah, that's it. That's all that I had to
I
say.
didn't know we were looking for articles.
I
Wait, we were
was
looking for articles on commute? I thought we were just gonna bullshit our way through it.
because there is
Okay,
always
you do
a
the article, I'll do the
thing.
bullshit.
Okay, we can do that.
Oh yeah, you gotta
So
learn. You gotta learn something from it.
exactly, that's the whole point of Castpowder. We learn here. So the article I found
True,
was from a
eh?
website called Wonder.ph.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's about
What is it
wondering things.
about?
Well, a beginner's guide to real commuting.
So there is such thing as fake commuting.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with that. Is there a fake community? What is like considered a real community? Like what for you is a real community? You cannot go on a unicorn, I think, because unicorns are not real. Neither a
Wow,
giraffe.
that is.
You cannot go on a giraffe.
Giraffes are not real. They're they're made out of
Exactly.
card box.
So basically,
The
that would be a
government just
fake
wants you
commute.
to think it is real. But there's actually a thing called fake commuting, and apparently it's good for mental health.
Oh, I understand this concept. Like you fake you're going somewhere?
Oh, but it's super. No, it's super recent thing that apparently now with home office and COVID, the fake commuting it is instead of waking up in your room and working from your room, you have like a special place, and then you go like I don't know to the kitchen table, and then you work on the kitchen table. That's what it literally says.
Oh, okay. I think one of these days I was watching on, I watch a lot of reviews on tech, like people on tech reviewing products and platforms and stuff like that. And one of the things the guy was talking about is that there was a company, a flying company in Canada, that they wanted to make a
Mm.
flight that goes to the same place. You go from there to there. So you just like you go around for a few hours and go back. And you'd land. And it's like you travel because you miss traveling.
See, yeah, that's pretty much they go out to like you still work at home. You work on your living room, but you go for a walk,
Yeah.
in the morning as to pretend as if you were commuting. I mean, I don't think they're actually like, taking the bus or anyway, but they can go like cycling and running. Then they go back and like, huh, that was a nice walk to work. They just walk
Imagine
in a
go running
circle.
to work.
No, that would be hell. I mean, it depends on where you work.
Well,
You know,
depends where you live that you were, because when I was in Istanbul, there was a lot of joggers there. It was like wearing suits and like running. I'm like, oh, another jogger.
Jesus Christ, really? But they get
Yeah,
all
for real.
sweaty. It doesn't
I,
seem practical.
well, I think their work is more important than their appearance.
Can you just like wake up a little earlier?
They could. But
They could like
we're just judging people here as usual. That's what we're doing as well. If you're not used to, just tune in on our first episode where
get
we
used
just
to it.
where we judge countries that have cultures about the New Year's Eve.
Oh, that is true. We actually, I feel like every time we do this, we end up like trash talking a country. You know, we had the kangaroos in Australia. We had the all the cultures like from New Year's. Then Iceland. Like we're always like
We
talking shit
always,
about some place that we've
yeah,
never been before.
we always like make a judgmental argument about something. That's good.
Jesus Christ.
It's entertaining, isn't
But
it?
I had a really good point on the. Oh yeah, I mean, imagine that. Imagine you are a personal trainer, and then you teach a Zumba class. If you go jogging to work, that's kind of a warm up. So it does make sense,
Well done, Eric.
you
Well
know.
done.
Thank
You've
you,
done a
thank
great
you
job.
for all the Zumba workers out there. I got your back.
Well,
Somebody has to.
this article also has a read time, which I always appreciate. And here it says it's a read time of 2 minutes.
Imagine you just like take 3 minutes because you're a slow reader, and then you go on the comments like, "This is bullshit. Took me
It
forever.
took me for.
Fake news."
Okay, so a beginner's guide to real commuting. Because school buses and carpools are no longer an option. I think this article is from 2020. No, it's not. It's 2018. What? School buses and
Why wasn't
carpools are no
okay?
longer an option? Where you live?
But what is the definition of real commuting?
He doesn't say here. He just says real commuting. But okay, let's try to
Hmm.
define ourselves. So it doesn't seem just to ride a giraffe or a unicorn. Those things are fake for you. And
Those things are fake. And if you go like for any type of exercise and then you go back home, that's not commuting. Also,
exactly.
so you had to actually go like from one place to another place
Where you have a compromise or something.
where you
Because
work.
because if you're just moving places, yeah, you also commuting.
But like, here's the thing: if you work as a I don't know real estate agent, and then your
Yeah.
work is like driving places and or like Uber. Does Uber count as commuting? Because
It does.
you are in work all the
Okay,
time.
okay, the
You're
person.
not going to
Okay,
work.
okay, that's different. That's yeah. Okay, commuting is the
Your
way.
work is going.
Commute is the way you go to different places, I think.
Like it has to be, going from your house or your rest place to your workplace, like a
Not
fixed
necessarily. Okay,
workplace.
we have something here. Because you can also
Yeah, but there's the
commute.
thing, like,
How do you go? How do you go from your supermarket to your school, for example?
but that's different from commuting. That's
But you're
that's a,
commuting.
but that's no, but the definition of commuting is that like going to work or going to like you don't commute to the library. You don't commute to the supermarket.
I think you do.
I think you
Commute.
don't. Wait.
Commute dictionary. Travel some distance between one's home and place of work on a regular basis.
Ooh, suck it, boy. Place of work.
Or also, if it's a noun, if it's a verb, commuting is a verb. If commuting is a noun, a regular journey of some distance to and one's place from work.
There's no humor in this. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself.
Sheesh.
Okay, so now that we established like this common
God.
ground, if you work as an Uber, but then you don't have a place to work. You work like everywhere.
Okay.
So
So
you
what we
either
say,
never commuting or always
always
commuting.
commuting. So is this Schrodinger or Schrodinger? I don't know how to pronounce this name. Is this Schrodinger job? Uber is a
Schrodinger's commute.
Schrodinger's commute.
But no. Okay, I take it back. But because if he's always commuting,
He
like if
never
he goes from
commuting.
his house, exactly, because he never gets there. So if he goes from his house and then he picks up a guy, and then another person, and back and forth, and then he goes back to his house. He never stopped. He never
It's just
reached a destination. He's always he doesn't have a destination, so he's never commuting.
it's just like going always east. You never stop going east.
You
You
never stop going.
you
You
always
always
go
going
east.
east. So yeah, so if you're like trying to, I don't know, you go east trying to reach the west, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
So if you try to commute, but you don't have a fixed place of work, you will never commute.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that feels
nice. We got that out of the way.
yeah. That's okay. So now we have what is commuting. Thanks, Eric.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
when we were kids, blah 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 blah. Where do I begin? Okay, this is just a boring article. I'm not gonna read this anymore. I didn't need 2 minutes to know that. A
But
handkerchief to keep smell, smoke, and sweat at bay. What? Don't forget to
to
bring a
keep a what?
handkerchief. 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 Is that it? To keep smells, smoke, and sweat at bay. Loose change and a beep card. Okay, always carry with you a handkerchief, loose change, and beep card. What is a beep card?
What kind
This
of commuting this person is doing?
I don't
Why do you need
know.
loose change for commuting?
I don't know. This will bring
Scare
you
of
pretty much
burglars? Like
anywhere, but you will definitely need patience, earphones, and some downloaded music, movie series as well.
I don't think this is. I'm not sure what you're reading about, but I'm not sure if this person understands what is commuting. This sounds more like a, I don't know, like a journey to some place. Like what are you even trying to accomplish? Like you will get anywhere you want with patience. What? You have to go to work. You don't have patience. You
I
have a
really don't know what
time.
this is about. I think I got in trouble here.
Okay, so real commuting, it's not commuting as well.
There's no
That's a
such
weird.
there's no such a thing, I guess. Okay, so let's search different ways to commute.
There you go. This is interesting.
Not to communicate, to commute. Are you dumb? Four
I would say
others
like
use ways
walking.
to commute to work in the city. No, 7 ways to commute to work without a car. Okay, so let's take this out of the
Okay,
road. We can commute with a car. We can go to work
we
on
can.
our car if you have one. Okay, let's face it, owning a car isn't all it's cracked up to be. I think he meant to sound cool. That's why I tried to make my cool voice. Uh,
Okay,
so
so wait, what are the rankings of commuting? Because like, okay, if you just can get to work and you don't need a car, you can get to work anyway. So you can commute like roller skating, you can commute biking,
yeah, yeah,
walking,
yeah,
taking the bus, taking the
yeah,
train, taking the
yeah,
metro,
yeah,
uh, hitchhiking, I
yeah.
think. Mm, but
Canoeing.
you know, like how far can you go? Canoeing. Oh, that's true. Sailing. But can you take a plane?
As a matter of fact, I wanted to say this sentence because I think it's very fancy. As a matter of fact, yes, you can. There are people, very rich people, they work in London and sometimes they have to be back to New York at the same day. I think they were even thinking to make a super flight that takes like an hour that goes like a little bit above the atmosphere. Not the atmosphere, it's the stratosphere. That goes faster.
Oh shit.
They go all the way up to they go all the way down. That's the whole point of the flight. There was a project about it. I'm not. I'm being silly right now. I'm not
This would
completely
be
accurate.
terrifying.
But so people would take an
Completely
hour to go to New
terrifying.
York to London because those, as it seems, the most common
You know,
place
I don't
they
know
commute
like
to.
how you feel but when I was younger and when I mean younger, I would say like 3 years ago.
Then I'll give you another
When
example.
I was
Go on.
uh
No, go on.
Okay. If I always thought, like, I know the planes don't go like that far away, but if I would always be scared because sometimes I'll be like on the plane and I would look up and the sky seemed to be like darker, like above me, as if it wasn't the sky anymore and start to be like space. And I would think like, shit, what if it flies like a bit too high and then there's no gravity to pull us down? Like, can we be lost in space because we're in the airplane? And that would kind of like freak me out, which I know I really don't think it makes sense. But this one, if it goes above something, maybe I get it. There's like less air, right? And then there's a less air resistance, and then it can go
I don't know
faster.
the concept.
Maybe that makes sense. But
I really don't know.
that would be like a bit too close to the voidness of space that it would terrify me. I don't think I would enjoy being on this fight.
I think it's something to do with the Earth being round. I mean, flat. Sorry. Uh,
Hmm. Hey, but it can be round and it can be flat. A pizza is round, but it's also flat. Tudum dum.
never mind. So yeah, there is this type of commuting where you take a flight. For example, I think in Dublin, London, they have this type of commuting where people go
Ooh.
from Dublin to London in the same day.
Also, that brings
Or,
back the question. If you're a assistance, airplane assistant,
oh
is
no,
that the
but
name?
your place of
Yeah,
work
but like,
is where you travel.
fuck. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
it's kind of like the airport or the airplane.
No, I mean the airport. Okay, yeah, but that would be the airport. I think it would be doable. The airplane is kind of.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, one of the solutions if you don't have a car is, cracked up. Uh, Cycling or bicycling, cycling,
Bicycling?
because yeah,
Bicycling?
yeah, here it's written bicycling.
Bicycling?
Yeah,
What?
or
I've heard
bicycling. I don't
biking and
know.
cycling before.
Yeah,
Bicycling? Okay.
bicycling or I don't know. That's what is written here. Let me show you.
Damn. Bicycling.
Look,
Who wrote this
I
article?
don't know, but I liked it. I'm starting saying it's bicycling from now on, or bicycling. I like bicycling too.
Bicycling. Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to pronounce. For me, it's
Okay.
like
I have
whoever
no
wrote
clue.
this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so who wrote it was Ryan Slowing. Slowing?
Can you please just put his name
Sure, of
on the
course.
chat?
Okay, there you
Okay,
go.
that's perfect. We have the slogan for today already.
Okay, that's perfect. Cycling. So, a popular option for those who live close to work but not close. Okay, it's bike. Okay, you can bike. Okay, that's okay. That's not so hard to guess. Okay,
Yeah.
what do you think about cycling or bicycling or bicycling?
I like bicycling
You like
as a
bicycling?
word, not as
it's like
no, I
it's
mean
like if bicycles have a gender, but they identify with both genders, they're a bicycle.
God, but it's also like it really depends on where you live and if the city it's like adequate for it. You know,
Okay, you have
because
to.
for example,
Okay, give me an example. Yeah,
if you live in let's see, Netherlands. Netherlands is super famous for biking, right?
recycling.
So bicycling, yes, exactly, bicycling. Bicycling, 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 yeah, bicycling, bicycling. Okay, yeah, like so if you live in a place like that, yeah, it would be totally cool because the whole, even here, the whole system, the whole traffic, it's based around like the bikes and they super respect it. It's like a cultural thing. But if you go to like some shitty place, like even some cities in America, if and you try to bike there, dude, you're gonna get killed by
Okay,
by a car. You
because
know, there's like no in America. There's no space for biking to work.
because
I
okay,
feel like.
there is also this thing in America. At least I was observing that when I was planning to go to Canada as a student, and I was checking, okay, how it would be for me to commute with my bicycle as I'm used to. And I was like a simple road. It was like a straight line that I found like a house to go to university. It would take 3 kilometers. I was like, 3 kilometers for just this? So imagine what it would be if I would live in this place instead. And it would be like 10 kilometers with such an ease. Like countries like American countries like Brazil, Canada, United States, they have such large lands that it's really hard for you to commute in some cities there because it's, you're big cities. It's yeah, it's not very practical to see. Not impossible, but not very practical to do that.
Yeah,
And I've seen people doing bicycling. It's catchy, bicycling
but I mean,
in
people.
Istanbul.
And how is it like? It's. I mean, but you can definitely do it anywhere, but it's much easier to do in a place that has specific lanes for it, and it's like feel much safer than
Yeah,
like I wouldn't do in a like I'm not that comfortable with bikes anyways, but I wouldn't bike around a place that I have to bike like among the cars and like taking I don't know,
the cycle around.
it feels a bit risky, but it is a good idea. But I think like if public transportation works
Just use them.
well enough,
Uh,
yeah,
but I
because
think is a cheap
also
option. I think the cycling or bicycling or cycling is a cheap option if you have a bicycle or a bicycle.
if you have a bicycle.
If you have a bicycle.
Okay, what is the other one? I read like strange ways to commute. One of them was wolf power. Can you guess
Wolf
what
power?
wolf power?
What's wolf
Wolf
power?
power.
Whew.
Like woof woof. Like no, like woof
Oh,
woof.
the
Like a dog
dogs.
power. Sledding.
How's that?
Like like
Like the
putting the
you have
dogs
Rusk
like
dogs like
huskies.
pushing like a tray with you like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, is that
yeah.
it?
And you stand on top. Yeah, it's like ways to commute. Like sure, dude. If you work for Santa Claus, that might work, but I mean, just yeah, if you're working for Santa Claus, just use your elves as slaves. You don't need to like do that with the
It's
dogs.
being snowy, isn't
I mean,
it?
that's what the elves are for, anyways.
Right, right. Okay.
It also sounded like wind power, but it was on the Telegraph, and the Telegraph does not let you read the whole article unless you pay or
Oh,
make a free trial. So I was like refreshing the page and seeing at least the title and trying to guess what it was before the ad blocked the page and said, "Hey, pay for it." Thanks, Telegraph. That's super nice of you.
yeah, thank you, journalism. Always keeping us up to date. So
Isn't that ironic?
the second one
I've
is
seen I've seen
go on, sorry.
you either go or I go. You have to yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go. I've seen this thing on Instagram and it was like it was a screenshot of a article called "The Inaccessibility of Science." And guess what? It was blocked. You had to pay for it.
Oh
Isn't that
no.
ironic? Oh my god, look at that. Isn't your science unaccessible?
Oh gosh.
That's ironic.
Yeah, it is. That's very well noted. Maybe we can talk about that in
Thank you.
privacy.
Hmm. Oh, you mean privacy as in away from our phones? Ooh. Are you listening to this, Google or Siri?
Easter eggs,
Are you
Easter eggs
listening?
from the next episode. Easter eggs from the next episode.
I'm gonna say eggs and then it's gonna show me an advertising about eggs. It's
Yeah, Easter is close. Buy your chocolate egg. So,
yeah, anyways, what's the second best way to go?
it's a mass transit. Yeah, that's it. Like
What?
mass transit, like metros and buses, uh, light rail service. Yeah, that's it.
To be honest, I feel like personal experience. I I kind of like taking the bus.
Hmm. Depends.
Like like take for example, if you have to go to a 30 minute bus ride,
Yeah.
or 5 minutes, let's say 10 minutes by car, 10 minutes by car.
Yeah.
But like
Driving
I
is
don't know, you don't have
stressful.
to feel. It really depends on the situation. Like I really like driving, but I feel like parking is stressful,
I
and I
feel
hate doing it.
drive for me is very stressful because, at least for me, the way I drive, I think, whenever I'm driving, I'm not only thinking mine, I'm thinking all of my surroundings, like what that person's gonna do. Are they gonna cross? So I'm like always trying to prepare. I'm like a quantum computing running all the time when I'm driving. So it's very stressful and exhausting. So I'm always trying to predict what's my my surroundings are going to do, so I can prevent anything. And still, I couldn't
Wow,
prevent
it's
that the
it's
wall would hit
almost.
my car.
He was moving too fast, man. I couldn't do it.
So yeah, that's how I drive usually, and that's why it's stressful for me, because I'm trying to worry not only for me but for others as well.
I feel like that's a basic thing,
And don't feel
but
stressful? You don't feel stressful for that?
I mean, not really. I feel stressful, like because it depends. If I'm taking if I'm going through the city center and it's super crowded, and I'm like stopping and going, then I get stressful because I get scared that I'm just gonna mess up the first gear and then fuck up,
No, okay.
and the car will die and
No,
I'll
okay.
cry and stuff. But like I don't get it. Like, oh shit, like maybe someone's gonna cross the road. Like
No,
that's
not
what
that much.
crossroads are
Like
for.
there are people walking. There are people walking. I'm not like oh, a person. Oh no, they're gonna cross. No, it's not like that.
Oh shit. Yeah. But
You get my point.
I get stressed if there's like traffic jam. Then I get stressed
No, I think traffic jam is very
because of
relaxing
like
to
just
me
stopping.
because we're all stopped. Like we're all like, damn.
Exactly, but you're stopping, but then you're moving a little bit, and then you're
Yeah,
stopping
but
again.
just
Then
a
you
little
move a
bit.
little bit. I don't know. It gets on my nerves, and also parking. So there's two things. If I can avoid these two things, then it's perfect. I could drive like to school
For
all
me,
the
the
time.
opposite.
But
For me,
sometimes,
parking is like very easy, and also the traffic jam. It's not much. You just there. But the
nice.
driving
So
part,
I'm gonna
yeah, it
start
makes me
giving you
very stressed.
rides.
I think we
I'm
should
gonna give you
like
a ride to school, and
you
we're gonna
drive
change every
and
time.
yeah, yeah. If you
Yeah,
win a
exactly. Like, oh shit, I
traffic
need to
jam,
park, and then I get out of the car. I'm like, sorry guys, I don't know how to do it. And then we change like seats, and then you
he's
park
just
the car.
learning.
If
Excuse me,
there's a
he's just
traffic
learning.
jam, if there's like a traffic jam and like people start honking, like I'm sorry, I cannot do this anymore. Take some time, and we change.
Yeah,
Like open the door in the middle of the street. Like, hi guys, hi neighbors. But yeah, no, like, but on the bus, you don't need to do anything. You
yeah.
just,
You
you
just need
sit
to
down,
dream about.
you space out, you look away, you listen to music, and then woo! It's like fast traveling games. You're just on where you're supposed to be.
And when it's raining and you're just on the bus, imagine the whole video clip of your life being sad with sad
Yeah,
music on the background. And you're like, oh, on
exactly.
by myself. And then the whole thing playing
you
on the
can make a
background.
whole thing.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
very awesome.
downside, you have to wait for it because sometimes you have to, and sometimes you have to be standing up, and sometimes
Well,
it's crowded.
when it's too crowded, but it's not fully crowded yet, and I don't have anything that on my back or anything heavy, I would rather stand because I don't want to be the guy that's always standing because a lady came in, an old lady, I mean, or a pregnant woman came in and you have to give up your seat for them. I would rather just stay up and I'm like, okay, I did my duty. I'm not even taking your place at first, so just go and take it.
Okay. So like, if the bus is a bit crowded, but there's still seats left,
Yeah,
you would stand up.
It depends. If it's a 10-15 minute ride, I would stand.
Jesus.
If it's a 30 minutes or an hour, I would sit down.
You could just sit down and like get up because I've
I
never
know,
seen
but for me, it's
at
really
least
hard. Like, even this little of communication with people, even this, like, oh, it's very hard to me.
you can be a dick pretending you're sleeping,
Yeah.
but then it's on your conscience for the rest of the week. But I don't think I've ever never seen at least on the bus in Faro, I've never seen a pregnant woman on the bus. I've seen women with children. I've seen old people. It's kind of redundant, but I've seen old people and I've seen little kids that you give up their seat for them because they're tiny. But I've never seen someone pregnant
On the
riding
bus,
the bus.
right?
Yeah, I've never seen it,
Gosh, I never thought of it.
and it's not like we're not literally passing by the hospital.
We are.
So it's not like they don't have a reason to get on that line specifically. No, we go for like major points in the city.
Yeah, we do. Two hospitals, actually.
Yeah, true.
Two
We go
hospitals,
from
yeah.
two hospitals. We go from the city center. We go from the for the
Yeah.
to the mall. Like
We
the
basically
three
crossed
things
the
that a
whole city.
pregnant lady needs.
Two
A
campuses.
pregnant lady needs, well, yeah, but she needs hospital, city center like entertainment, and mall food, work, clothes,
We
baby
also
stuff.
passed
I don't know.
by the shopping mall. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we passed for the three of them, and I've never seen a single pregnant lady, which is good because I mean, if you're pregnant and you have to be like taken care of, and be like careful with your life, then you could, and you can ride the you can have a car and take to places, less exposure, less shaky buses. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
I don't know. I really don't know. I will figure that out whenever I get someone pregnant. I hope it's
Jesus
not soon.
Christ.
I really hope that's not soon. I'm not ready.
How do we go from commuting to like fatherhood in 10 minutes? I don't know how long we'll be
With a
talking.
plane. That's how we commute here in Castpowder. We are.
Oh, look at that. We're commuting topics. Oh,
Impressive, huh?
look
Okay, so the
at
next
that.
one is
I
carpooling. I don't know what carpooling
Yeah,
is.
that's not a good idea. Oh, it's sharing cars with strangers. This guy's going to the city
Oh,
center,
right.
and you're also going to the city center, and they usually get on the app and like, hey, I'm going to the city center, and then people go on the city center with you.
Oh, you're going to the city center. I'm going to the city center as well. Oh,
It's like a
okay, okay,
private
okay, okay,
Uber
okay.
as
Oh, you can
mm.
drop me by nearby the mall. It's okay. It's totally fine. I can walk from there.
Yeah, but it's literally like this. Like I feel like I haven't checked those apps, but you put on a what?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Hello back.
What?
Hello, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but like you say that you're going from place A to place B, and then you like, hey, that's my trip to
Right?
work, and then people are like, hey, can I join? Like, I also work like nearby. Can I join? And then they join. I'm not sure if you get something out of it, like points, or I don't know what you get out of it, but it works, and then they share cars.
Okay. So that's an option as well.
It
The
is an
fourth
option.
boring option is walking. Yeah. Telecommuting? Okay, that's interesting. There is an option which is called telecommuting.
Telecommuting?
Yep. How do you telecommute? That's a good question.
What?
Let me figure it out. Sometimes the best method to commute to work is to do it from home. Okay, so you're not commuting. I will just ignore this one.
I was looking. I was looking for the like some articles, and then this one read creative ways to turn your commute from hell into, and then I was like, what? What? Oh, this is too funny. This
Okay, this one I just
the
took the
way
boring ones. You take the good ones.
no, but like the way that the titles are cut on the Google search, it's so weird. Like creative ways to turn your commute from hell. That's it, and then it cuts, and it's like you know, and then the other one,
That's a good one.
but then the other one is like eight crazy commutes you'll be glad you don't have to face. Oh, okay. I read a face. Now it makes
Okay.
sense. Okay, I was like, "What? You don't? I'm glad I don't have a face. That's stupid."
Can you imagine?
But yeah, let's see the. Ooh,
Can you imagine the first
kite surfing.
guy who came up with the
Yeah,
idea? Walking is too hard. Maybe I should go there by horse. Like, I don't have this idea. Like, how many animals did he test for this job? Like, was
many.
he recruiting?
I would say he started on pigs.
Imagine the guy who discovered it. How he would be. What do you think?
I think they say. I think Bill Gates said that the lazy guys are gonna find the best way to solve a problem because they want like less
Effort.
uh, effort. Exactly. So I would say there was like a guy and he needed to go somewhere, and then his friends were like, "Hey, we're gonna leave now." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll catch up to you." And then they would make fun of him because he didn't want to walk. And then he got super pissed. Then he walked outside on his farm and he saw like a little horse, like a pony even. And then he looked at it and was like, if I have two legs and I can walk,
What is
if he
this?
has four, he can walk like as fast, like double fast. That's how it works. And then he jumped on it
But how
and
did he knew? Like, how did he know if
uh,
he does that way, the horse would just go the way he wanted to?
he didn't. He had to figure out how to make the horse go the way he wanted.
That's odd.
Yeah, yeah, but it was like it took some time. First, they thought about making horse maps. You know,
Okay.
they wrote maps for horse, but they realized the horse cannot read.
Yeah, they tried that. And horses.
They tried that for sure. They tried that.
Horse
Horses are funny
this way,
creatures.
and
They
the horse
break
was
bones
like,
and they die. Do you know how shitty is it to be that you cannot afford to get hurt, or then you're dead. You know, it's like it's so so much pressure on the poor horse.
yeah.
They cannot trip. I think if they fall down, they die. I don't get it.
Oh,
But they can be trained for like acting, which is funny.
that's interesting.
I think horses, dogs also do that. But horses like really act like they like in Game of Thrones, they jump around and they have to like pretend they got hit by an arrow
Really?
and die.
Is that
Yeah,
why the
they
BoJack
have.
Horseman TV show is about?
Oh yeah, exactly. The BoJack Horseman is actually a spin-off of Game of Thrones.
Oh, is this okay? It's the horse inside.
It literally is, and because here's the thing, but it goes in the future, you know, after like one of the horses got like an Emmy, and then it developed to like people accept like holy shit, like horses are like people too, and then the furries took over and genetically modified until a point that uh humans and animals were like coexisting in a society, like animals could talk and shit, and it's all because of Game of Thrones spin-offs and furries,
It's like a
and yeah,
whole
and it's a
history theory
clear.
again.
It is no, but it's clear. It's there. You have all the signs. Like they criticize capitalism.
Oh.
You know,
BoJack Horseman?
the main guy is a horse. Yeah, they do. They also talk about like depression and drugs. Like that's pretty much Game of Thrones, man. Like the search for power of Game of Thrones. I don't know. People are sad all the time, so depression. Uh, there was a guy, the dwarf. He drank a lot, so drug abuse. It gets it's everything. Horses, everything you need. People die in the TV shows, although it's a cartoon, but people die in Game of Thrones. Like, it's not a coincidence.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah, a pretty good show. You should watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, he wrote a map. They realized that the horse couldn't read, and then he was like super frustrated, and he was eating a carrot because that's what people do when they get
They
frustrated.
eat carrots, yeah.
And he realized they eat carrots, and then they realized that the horse was following the carrot, so he threw the carrot away, like like fetch, and then the horse went. And he had the great idea, like, oh shit, what if? And then he got a bag of carrots, and then he got on the horse, and he was throwing as far as he could see, and then the horse was going. And then he kept doing this, but then eventually he ran out of carrots and had to think of another way. So he thought, we're getting there, we're getting there.
Okay.
He thought about, like, if I have a way to pick up the carrots before the horse catches it, then I can throw it again. Then it goes like infinite, and I can go wherever I want. And then he got like a fishing pole, and he was like throwing it and then fishing it. And then he realized if he just put it on the pole and like hung in front of it, then the horse would like blindly follow it.
Until
Yeah,
we reach the
that's how it works on
okay.
Minecraft too.
That's impressive. That's a good story, actually. I'm gonna tell my grandchildren one day,
Thank you.
hopefully.
Yeah, because every kid gets to the phase of like, hey, how do humans domesticated horses?
All
And
right.
then you have to go on
This is a
telling the
long
story.
story.
No, but like if you
Yeah.
think, like really actually like on the real side of the story
Yeah.
now, if you think about how we domesticated uh horses, it's kind of wild. Like we were like ooga booga ooh, and then we saw something that was tall enough, and we were like, what if we don't kill this one? What if we ride it
Especially
instead?
horses are very muscled animals. Like they're very strong animals. They don't even
Yeah, but
compare
I guess they're
to
dumb.
human. If they run over you, you're
Yeah, a horse
done, I
could
think.
definitely kill anybody. They could just, I don't know, but here's the thing: the only way that I think they can only like literally kill you if they kick you from, but they kick from the back.
Yeah.
They kick backwards,
They,
so they cannot fight anything that is in front of them.
they can kind of, I think they can run over you. Like if a horse is like going your direction and you have no way to move, the horse will just pass through you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
If you step all over you, you'll be like, yeah, imagine being stepped by a horse.
Oh, the hooves on your head, making the clink clink noise.
Yeah, it must be hurtful, dude.
That would be a fucking terrible way to
So
die. I guess stung by a
imagine
horse.
be a guy like, huh, you know what? I'm gonna ride that thing.
He feared nothing. I'm pretty sure it was a bet as well.
I'm pretty sure it was
Like, I bet you
Pedro
two
in
berries
another life.
you can do it on another life. But also, like, how do we domesticate anything?
Yes.
Like, I get the dogs kind of
Were
hang
we
around.
just
Like, it was.
lucky, or we were rational? Where's the line between those? Like, were we
I don't
rational
think it was
or we were just
rational.
lucky? Because imagine how we domesticated a dog. Like, imagine dogs were like savage, and out of the sudden, like a human passed by a dog and like, oh, cute thing, and the dog was just like, oh, meow, meow, meow. And like he turns around and gives the belly to, you know,
Wasn't there a movie about this? Like a recent one, like a guy who befriended a wolf.
what?
There was a movie about this, like in
Isn't that
like a
Mowgli,
prehistoric guy.
the wild
No,
child?
no, 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 no. Nah, that's something else. That's another. It doesn't matter. But like, I feel like it's not rational, as in we domesticated stuff, and then we start finding like, oh, we can use him for that, like we got, I don't know, we domesticated cows because we used to
We
hunt
prayed
them,
for cats.
and then we're like,
Imagine that.
hey, instead of like hunting, we can make like a fence and hunt them here, like control hunting. And then they realize, oh, they're like kind of dumb and they move, so we can also use them for like doing heavy work on farming, so they can like just push the
Somehow
stuff.
we figured out
And
this stuff.
yeah, but it wasn't like rushing. Like we saw a horse and like, holy shit, this is gonna be so fucking useful. No, like it was just, maybe we're like befriending them, like, huh, look, that creature looks funny, and then you go there, you pet it, then
Imagine the guy that discovered the
eventually, I don't
milk.
know, he was thirsty. That's all I have to say. He was
Like,
desperate,
did he think
or not
like,
even.
okay, so if the human woman feeds the baby with her tits, what are those things on their animal?
But I think that's like they can also observe the.
Oh yeah, the animal is doing that too. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think this makes more
yeah, that makes
sense.
more sense.
But how the fuck did they discovered? Well, maybe that follows. But honey, how did they
How
know?
did they know it was good?
Who the fuck sees like what, like a nest
But
of bees
imagine
and is like,
like if you
eh,
don't know
fuck
anything, if
that.
you have no knowledge of any flavor, I think it's a human thing to smell and to taste it.
Just go around licking
Yeah,
shit in
I
the
think
wild
so.
until it works. They
Or
eat.
more
They go
so
around
if
eating every
if
berry they
we
can find and seeing who didn't
if
die.
we analyzing people observing animals doing stuff, maybe some animal was just licking that thing pretty hard. I think like
Oh yeah, doesn't bears do that?
I think so. But I wouldn't observe a bear. I would die for that.
Oh, also, I think I read this somewhere, which might not be true, but who knows? Uh, it's not like we're fact checking every information we
Yeah,
get,
that's true.
but that the humans discovered that coconut has water because they saw coconut crabs breaking the coconut and like drinking
Oh,
water. That's the name, like hence, like, coconut crab,
oh, I didn't know that. Coconut crab.
because they
The
break the
coconut.
coconut.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it. I don't. It doesn't.
Well, I don't know. But yeah, whoever find out how to commute in a horse was a fucking genius. It changed the world, and we never talk about it.
I mean, every little thing changed the world, though, and never talk about anything.
We did talk about anything.
Like, I don't know, the guy who. Do you think it was a guy that discovered fire, or it
It
was
was a guy.
just
Yeah, he was a dude. His name was John Fire, and he, he put the name of his discovery his own name because it was something so spectacular. He was like, "Okay, that's fire. I discovered,
damn?
and from now
Who made
on,
this? Oh, it
that's
was
my
John.
legacy."
Can we call it John? Nah. What's his surname? Fire. Oh, that's it. Fire it is. Oh, you want a piece of information about German
Oh, I
language?
do. Yeah, that's the okay. It's the
Yes.
fun German fact
So,
of the day, guys. Pay attention.
sorry. The there's a word called Zeug. It's Zeug,
So, see,
and it's pretty much translates to thing or
yeah,
stuff. You know,
yeah,
I think stuff is more accurate. And there's so many words that it's, for example, airplane. It's called Flugzeug. Flug. It's fly.
Oh,
So
it's
if you
like
wanted
the
to
thing
translate
that flies.
literally, it's like fly thing. Yeah, yeah. And then And I was like, oh, okay, this is super funny.
Oh,
And then I think someone told me another example, and I was like, okay, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Spielzeug. It's play. So Spielzeug is toy
toy?
because you play toy because you
You
play
play
with
with
that.
a you
It's a
play with a
play
thing.
thing. Toy. Yeah. And then drums.
Yeah.
It's I don't know the word for punch, but it's punch zoik because you punch it, you hit it.
Okay.
You know that's like super stupid. And it didn't. But I was like, okay, that's a thing. All right. And then the other day, the guy was asking for like a lighter on the kitchen, and he was like, I forgot what's the name. And then he said, Feuerzeug,
Oh,
fire
Feuerzeug.
thing. You know, like I cannot even like this language is too funny.
Okay, okay. That's interesting, actually.
Yeah,
It's an easy
it is.
way
It
to
is
learn German.
interesting. Yeah, but like I first I thought like they have airplanes and they have drums and lighters. Both of like all of those three things are things that are kind of new compared to the age of language
Okay.
itself. It's not. It's a thing that you have to create names for, and then you
Yeah.
look at it. It's like, oh, it's a fire thing. But toys, like you have toys since the beginning of humanity. It's
Yeah.
how can you not have a word for that? That kind of baffles me. But anyways,
Where is there's something to study? I wouldn't know like that.
yeah.
But I think English language has something like this too, but I'm not remembering right now. But they have their own stuff
Mm.
once in a while, like recycling, bicycle, or
Oh, they have one. It's God, I forgot the name of it. I mean, bicycle. It's if you break it down, it's like literally two
yeah, two cycles. Yeah, two
cycles. The thing. That's a unicycle. Also, unicorn.
unicorn, like unique horn.
Yeah, I was explaining to a friend of mine like yeah, unicorn because they have
A
uh
unicorn.
uni horn, so unicorn, and she was like, "What?"
One.
She was so impressed for it.
Or University Corn. University of Corn, Unicorn. That's a good name for university in Ohio. I think I have a plan. I will.
Open University in Ohio
I
and call
unicorn.
unicorn.
University of Corn. Unicorn. I really like this idea.
Amazing. You just gotta work towards it. You can do
And
it.
my students will commute to class every single day in hours.
Damn, I think we're good. You wrapped it up all the key points. That's a hell of a conclusion. You got in one sentence. You got all the information about
We talked
wordplay,
about.
commuting, horses. That's nice.
Right? That's a good summarize, isn't it?
That's a good summarize.
Summarize. Sounds like
Okay,
summarize.
sounds like
Yeah.
sunrise
Summarize.
because it's the dawn of a new era. Because now we're making podcasts every 2 weeks, not 1 week, because we have exams
Yeah.
and
In two
yeah.
weeks, we're gonna be like stressed and we're going to be depressed and we're probably gonna cry. And we don't want our voices to sound just like mine right now because I cried a few minutes ago. And we don't want to, I don't know, it's unhealthy. And
Yeah,
uh,
we don't want to share negativity
exactly,
with whoever's listening.
because according to
We want good
astrology,
vibes.
if you were born in January and your star sign is Cancer, uh, it means that going to um, you're gonna charge your phone in the morning because you have forgotten to charge your phone during the night. Um, You're gonna, s-
Hey, that actually happens.
you probably be hungry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Uh,
I feel like I read something that the moon and Venus are like in very good position, so that means that you blink at least twice today.
yeah, Uranus
At
will be
least.
aligned with the toilet.
Oh, you will eventually, yeah. Because,
That was such a
oh, that remind me of a fact that uh, Venus is the only planet named after a female god. Goddess, that's the word. Female god. Of a
and it's the
goddess.
closest to the sun, so it's the hottest planet.
Oh, wait, isn't it Mercury?
Oh yeah, it's Mercury. It's the second hottest
Nah, but it
planet.
was a good joke.
Mercury is gay.
Yeah, it's still hot as fuck. I mean, who's Mercury?
Well,
Is what is god of?
you know,
That's
Mercury is from Freddie Mercury. They gave the name of the planet because of the
oh,
singer.
true. Yeah,
So
so
it's like
yeah,
Mercury is a
and
gay
he was
planet.
like,
So gays are always hotter than women. We know that.
oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense. Oh, so it go okay. So it goes on the hotter scale. It goes from like gays,
gays.
women, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, and
humans,
then humans. Yeah,
and
because
then
gay are not
aliens,
human,
and
neither
that's it.
women.
No, I mean you have to go. You have to go. Like Venus, it stands for woman. Mercury stands for gay. What Earth would stand for? And then aliens would be Mars. Mars,
Yeah, I think
and then the rest is like too
Earth
frozen,
is
too cold.
just the basics.
Yeah, there you go. What do you mean basic?
It's just standard.
Standard hot.
Yeah, it's like it's not too hot. Sometimes if you messed
Eh,
up inside, it gets too hot. Uh,
if you like dump oil in
it's
the
sensitive. It's
ocean
very sensitive.
and pollute the air, then it gets hotter.
Yeah,
See, it's not global warming. It's just Earth doing self care. It's becoming like
yeah,
hotter.
exactly. And like, I think the other planets are just cold bitches.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about them. They
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all gassy.
But I still think Pluto deserved better.
Yeah, let's say that. We can say that. Pluto.
Cause like I
Pluto?
remember I was
Pluton.
yeah Pluto.
Pluton.
No, I have
I have
no
no
idea.
idea.
But I remember when I studied about the planets when I was like 8, and then it was
Pluto.
like, hey guys, 9 planets, blah 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 blah, and Pluto, and it was like nice
It's the
Pluto, little
tallest
cutie.
planet.
Yeah, it's like very cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
I mean, dude, you're shorter than me. I don't. I still treat you like a human being. It's not like oh, like, it's too small. Like, get out of here.
You know,
Saying Pluto is not a planet. It's literally saying that dwarfs are not people.
hey, that's.
And like only Tolkien is allowed to do that. Nobody else.
I like Neptune. Neptune? Neptune. I think the P is silent.
Yeah. I mean, I like Saturn.
No, it's too big. I think
Just
Neptune is
fancy.
just like it's Earth blue. It's just Bahamas blue. Like they only have Bahamas. And yeah, that's it.
Nah, Pluto still lives in my heart.
Okay then. Actually, by the way, this is
I
a
feel
good
it was
name
unfair.
for a beauty brand. Venus. Venus.
Pluto? Venus. Oh yeah, yeah. But I think it is. It's literally the goddess of beauty, isn't it? Venus.
I must have something to do like Venus brand.
No,
Somebody had
yeah, but
thought about it.
it
Yeah, it's women's
it's
fashion.
Aphrodite, isn't
It's
it?
women's fashion.
But like the Greek version of the goddess is Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. Aphrodite. She's the
I think she's a goddess of beauty and stuff like that.
Aphrodite. Oh, I wrote it wrong. Aphrodite's an
It's
ancient Greek
AP.
goddess associated
Age.
with love, beauty, pleasure, passion, and procreation.
There you go. There you go. But that's Venus. That's that has to be
No,
Venus.
Venus. What is
What is that
is the
era?
second planet? No, I'm
Venus.
just kidding.
Wait, no. God.
Greek.
This Roman. Oh yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Aphrodite was born
It's
of
because
sea
it's
in form.
Venus is the Roman for Aphrodite.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Greek
Yeah.
equivalent is Aphrodite, and Venus is Roman. What?
Yeah. And Pluto, like, and then it goes like Mercury. I think it's Hermes
Actually, that's interesting. Like
on.
children is Cupid and Aeneas.
Oh yeah, it's Aphrodite. And then
Callius?
Saturn, I think is. Oh, who is Saturn? I think it's Saturn. God. Huh. Oh, okay. So Saturn is Kronos. He's
Cronus.
the god of time. Oh, he's the one that eats his children. Jupiter, I think, is Zeus.
Damn, you've been up to date to those things, haven't you?
Yeah. Pluto is Hades. I think Mercury is Hermes.
Did we give Jupiter a name
Yeah.
knowing Zeus?
I think they named
Based
based
on,
off
okay,
that
maybe, yeah.
on the gods. What is the one that is super big?
It's Jupiter.
Oh, that's Jupiter, right? Am I missing something? Venus?
Okay, it's
Oh, Mars is
Mercury,
the god of
Venus,
war, I
Earth,
think.
Mars.
Mars is the god of war.
Mars is God
Yeah.
of War?
Mars.
Mars God.
He's the
Oh yeah, God of War.
Ares.
You're right. Aries.
Okay, so Venus.
Interesting.
Wait, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto,
Uranus.
Uranus.
You forgot Uranus God.
I forgot.
Caelus.
Mm, Caelus,
I don't know how to pronounce this. Caelus.
Gaia.
Uranus is associated with the
No, no,
Roman
no, no, no,
god
no, no.
Caelus. I think it's Caelus. Uranus, or Father Sky, was the son and husband of Gaia, the primordial Earth Mother.
Okay,
Mother.
okay.
Uranus was
I
conceived.
didn't know that one.
Uranus was conceived by Gaia alone. I like this sentence. Uranus was conceived by Gaia
And
alone.
then Neptune is Poseidon, and that's it. And then Pluto would be
That makes sense.
the
Neptune
last
being
one.
Poseidon.
Does it? Just
Yeah,
because it's
it's blue
blue?
eyes. Bahamas blue.
Sure. There's not even water there.
Guessy.
I. All right,
Okay,
nice.
we
We
have
got
to decide
also
which
information
sentence
about.
is the best. Because I really like this one. Like, the cycling is
Oh, I
good
love
one.
bicycling.
But this one is also really good. Uranus was conceived
Uranus
by
is conceived by Gaia.
Gaia.
We can play rock paper scissors.
Okay. Like we're gonna say it?
Okay.
Right, it's scissors,
Yeah.
scissors.
We say you say one, two, three,
Okay.
and then say the one. Whoever wins
Okay.
wins.
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
2, 3,
Paper.
paper. Okay. Okay. Okay.
1, 2,
One,
3. Rock.
2, 3, rock. Fuck! Stop.
I heard once
Fuck.
that
Okay.
people that know each other very well, they're gonna always tie on.
God damn it. Okay, let's try again. One,
3.
two, three.
Scissors.
Are you counting? You wasn't even counting.
Okay.
Okay, okay, let's count together.
One, two,
One, two,
three.
three,
Rock.
rock. God damn it. One,
Two,
two,
three.
three,
Paper.
paper.
No.
Dude, I am not finishing this until we decided. God damn it.
I would
Okay.
never believe that this was true, dude. I'm totally
I
shocked.
am tired. I'm gonna okay. One,
Two,
two,
three.
three,
Paper.
rock. Okay, you
Oh
won.
my
All right.
god.
Fuck it. You decided. You pick it up.
I really like the Uranus was conceived by Galen. My gosh.
All right. So
This
Ren's conceived
paper
baguette.
scissors thing was such a coincidence, dude.
Jesus Christ, it was four times. That's all right. All right. I'm done. I'm done.